Here we have a 1966 Dodge Coronet 500. The paint you see is actually a 1981 Chrysler color. It's aquamarine blue. I can't remember the paint code right now, but that's what it is. The car has a 440 big block, which I'll show you in a minute. But if you'll notice, its badge is a 383 because in 1966 they didn't offer the 440. It was not an option. You had a 383 or a Hemi, or the smaller motors. But it says a 440 big block, but it's still badged correctly as the 383. Let's see. So yeah, here's the car. Just do a little walk around. And you Chrysler purists out there, you Mopar fanatics, might notice the rear tail panel is not stock. There's no reverse lights, no backup lights. It's actually an aluminum piece that was installed before we got the car. So yeah, we just left it on there. We had the stock one. It's not in bad shape, but it's not as in good a shape as the rest of the car, so we're in the process of getting that redone. Why don't we take a look inside real fast? Oh, and by the way, the car's got a 727 torque flight automatic with a 355 rear end. It's an 8 3/4, and it's sure grip, of course. You may notice right here that the glove box isn't how it normally looks in a 66 Coronet. It's because the original pattern is covered by aluminum. Much like different parts of the car have different little custom quirks, like that rear panel you saw. It's aluminum. It used to have an aluminum console in it. Now it's got the stock console back in the car. You may notice the dash here. If you look, it's not stock. Obviously we had the stock one, but it needs to be reconditioned as well. These are Procomp odometer gauges, and if you look, you might be able to see that the car has about 5,500 miles on it since 1996. It's got like 2 passes down the strip. Other than that, it's been on the road. So yeah, the original color of the car used to be the color of this original steering wheel. So kind of a gold. No, not kind of, very, very much, so it was gold. But that's been changed, obviously. And if you notice, here are the buckets. They're the original buckets of the car. Original bench seat in the back seat, but they've been refinished with a legendary kit in black. It used to be gold, like the steering wheel and the exterior of the car. New door panels. Gray carpet. I don't know, we just didn't feel like putting black carpet in the car. Black carpet always gets dirty. Always got to keep it super clean to keep it look nice, so we thought the gray looked okay. And a gray headliner in the car, real nice, real tight when we got it. So we don't want to butcher that. You might notice there's no visors. We have those. So you might know by now that the car is a work in progress. No courtesy lamps, or no lamps on the pillars, and there are courtesy lamps down here. They don't work. They may look like they're on right now in the video, but they're not hooked up yet. These old cars, lots of wiring issues, I guess. No, I don't guess. Lots of wiring issues, old wire, stuff like that. Probably the least fun part about doing a car like this, wiring. Let's see here. So here's the car. 2.5-inch dual exhaust, all the way back, past the mufflers, up front, in front of the mufflers. I guess we'll go up there now to see what those go to. I guess we'll take a look at the 440. Just be like, here she is, the 440 big block. It's a 1974 block. I forget the code on the heads. I think they're 472 heads. They got a mild pocket port, Mopar electronic ignition, If you notice these here, these are fuel return lines, or in and return. It's because if you notice right over here, you'll see that takes the bubbles or any air out of the fuel and returns it to the tank. We got a thermoquad on there. Not really my favorite carb. Probably try and swap it out for a Carter AVS or something like that. But yeah, the Carter or the thermoquad works good for now. Hooker super comp headers, manual steering, manual brakes. This car was set up for the drag strip. Had a different interior in it. Some gray cloth buckets from like a 90s car. You probably know the type, but yeah. It's got a Mopar Performance 509 cam. Supposedly pushing out 450 around there horsepower. It hasn't been dynoed since we've owned it, so we're not rightly sure. But she does get up and go. Gobs of torque, as you can imagine, from a 440. You might notice here, they aren't the stock hood hinges. That's why I'm having to hold the hood up here. Those are supposedly in there because they're lighter, and the car, like I said before, was set up for drag. But we've got some painted and finished stock ones, the original ones actually, but just got to get around to putting them in the car. Let me shut this all the way. Yeah, so I don't know. Here's another look at it. Beautiful chrome, wonderful grille. Little quirks here and there, little secrets that just the owner knows, and I'm his son, so I know him too. But yeah, Coronet 500. These wheels, I actually did in school, high school. Painted them, clear coated them. Got these dog dishes at Wildcat Wrecking out in Sandy, Oregon. You should actually look them up. They got a lot of good Mopar parts. It's a strictly Mopar wrecking yard. One of my favorite places to go. So yeah, I know they're not year correct for the car, but well, they just look really good, and that's the look we're after. The paint isn't correct, the motor's not correct, but hey, it's a beautiful car. Runs great, sounds great. Yeah, so I'll put the camera down. I guess I'll start it up for a second. And as one of my favorite guys says on YouTube, Jeff Whitaker, at that garage that he works for, I can't remember the name right now. There's the rumble we love, right there. Now this car's not for sale like his, but thought I'd throw up a clip. There's that 509 cam. Mufflers are super turbos by Dynamax. 2.5 inch exhaust, like I said. So yeah, this is the car. Thought I'd finally get around to throwing a clip up of it. So yeah, there she is. I can figure sometime we'll have a video of her terrorizing the streets. Thanks. Bye.